After a couple of days of dark, depressing, and overcast skies, the sun, our old friend, can bring a great sense of relief against all that. It brings its rays and shines some cheer and life into the world. Did you know that the reason we celebrate Jesus' birth on December 25th has nothing to do with any of the words in the Bible or any date the Bible tells us about Jesus' birth, but actually with the patterns of the sun? In the northern hemisphere, at least, December 25th comes at such a time that the world is at its darkest and the light begins to come back, and more light gradually comes over the course of the year. So we celebrate Jesus' birth because the light, the sun, has come into the world, as our Old Testament lesson for this coming Sunday reminds us. There God describes Jesus as the Son of righteousness. And he's talking about the coming of Jesus, the day of the Lord, both two in one. And he says the day of the Lord, when it comes, it will burn like a furnace, reminding us of the destructive properties of the fire that the sun can bring. It burns. People in California, for example, understand that all too well. But the sun does more than just burn. It brings light and energy to the plants and life and healing, even to our bodies, as it helps us synthesize vitamin D and combat the sickness and the cold around us. So God says, "But for you who revere my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in its wings." Maybe you don't think of the sun as having wings. We'd probably call them rays. But those healing rays of the sun help us to fight against sickness. The Son of God doesn't just help us. He defeats the sickness of sin for us. He brings light and life. And so we can sing that familiar hymn, "Hark the Herald Angels Sing," draws on that same imagery. Hail the heaven-born Prince of Peace. Hail the Son of Righteousness. Light and life to all he brings. Risen with healing in his wings. Let that rising healing settle in you. Hear the word of God. God's blessings as you prepare for our worship this weekend.